Okay. And I'm back. Your witch doctor is in the house. And right here is metaphysical science. And it is for entertainment purposes only, because no proof has yet been discovered that it is real. So we're just here entertaining ourselves in this realm that nobody acknowledges but knows exists. And I am going to do a quick one on Big Sean and Ariana Grande. When they were first going out, I really wasn't that spiritual, and I was ignoring my psychic nature, and I hadn't gone through all the cleansings and the blah, 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 blah. When they broke up, when they were going out then, but I knew that there was genuine love here. I knew that there was genuine love between Big Sean and Ariana Grande. And then when they broke up, I was like, what the hell? What just happened? But you know, dark forces are at work on the daily. The dark winds are at work, chipping away at good stuff. So that's not a surprise. Okay. When they came back together again, I said, okay, that's the way it should be. So I'm going to do a reading on them to see, how far they're going to go with their relationship. And also where they seeing each other while they were with their partners. When I put my hand over this, and I haven't even called them yet, I get a resounding yes. But let's call them in. Big Sean and Ariana Grande. I'm going to start Ariana. Ariana. I love that name. Ariana. And a cute little soul, all perfectly done up, steps into my plate. I've never called Ariana Grande before. She's very cute, and she puts the demeanor of, I am so feminine, I'm such a weak little female, but she is such a tough cookie. Don't be fooled. This right here is a very strong woman who runs her empire and knows exactly what she's doing. This right here is a woman with her finger on the pulse, and she loves it. But she says, her words, you don't have to show strength, you just have to have it. I've learned something. Okay, now we're calling Big Sean. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Now I know why he put Big Sean in front of his name, because this guy is afraid of everything. This guy is so shy. This guy is nervous all the time. This guy is afraid that his career is tanking. And he's like, I always knew my career would tank. And he is like almost in tears. This guy, however, no matter what his life is looking like, he is not having a good time with his life. And he is practically clinging onto Ariana right now. So something devastating happened for him to go back to the strongest woman he knows. Something to do with his ex-girlfriend. She tried to kill herself. Who was her ex-girlfriend? I don't know. She either tried to kill herself or threatened to kill herself. Because of something that happened. Oh, okay. It's like she found out that Big Sean was going back to Ariana and like his relationship with Ariana was not yet over or had restarted. Something like that. But we'll see. Let's take it out of the pot. Out of the plate. Let's take them, out of the plate and see what the shells have to tell us. Oh my God. Today is a day of love, people. And I've been told that's enough. Today is a day of triangles. Even though the triangles are not so perfect, today is a day of triangles. Do you see these triangles facing each other? One triangle. To the left, Ariana Grande. No surprise there. Another triangle. Not so perfect. To the right, Big Sean. No surprise. No, there's no surprise there. This Big Sean, he seems to be having some emotional issues. Psychological issues, not mental health, but emotional and psychological. He is going through a really tough time right now because he's being torn 1,000 ways, and it's affecting his career, or his career was already affected. It's like his career was already affected. Like, if he was expecting to do well, he didn't do as well as he thought he was gonna do. His career is basically stagnant. He ain't making less money, but he ain't making more money. He ain't losing his fame, but he ain't becoming more famous. He's just like in dead water, and he doesn't know how to get out of it, and he isn't even sure if he wants to or not. Because you know why? Big Sean should never have been a star. He should never have been in front of us. Big Sean is another Jordan Woods who found themselves at a port they shouldn't have been at. Big Sean is I don't know why I'm even calling him Big Sean. There's nothing big about him. Sean is a background male. He is like Cuervo. He is like Jordan. Their power is in the back. You know what I'm saying? His power should be in the back. He should be someone's powerhouse. Someone who is in the front, but he is the puppet master in the back. Sean is the puppet master. And this port where he landed, he has found himself being the puppet. And there is no way he can turn it around and be the puppet master. Let's take a moment to feel sad for this guy. Okay? He is stuck in the twilight zone. And he doesn't know what to do. And this is like his ex-girlfriend who keeps coming up. And she had to have an abortion. There's an abortion here, which she didn't want to have. So he left her. So whatever happened, it's been quite some time between him and his ex-girlfriend. They haven't been together for a while. Months. They haven't lived together. If they were living together, he moved out. They haven't been together for months. And she either miscarried or aborted. I'm going with abortion because that's what the shell is saying. She aborted because she couldn't have a baby without him. She was in love with this guy and is still in love with him. And she tried to blackmail him into coming back to her. She tried to threaten him into coming back to her by saying, I'm going to kill myself if you don't. And he did not turn back because he could not deal with her. He says she was cruel. He found her cruel. He found her self-centered, selfish, but he found her just too much. Too much. He couldn't deal. And the sex was good though. But this guy has a very high sexual libido. So basically, you know, if you present yourself once, 2, 3 times in front of him, he's going to have to do you because he is very highly sexually driven. Unlike Alex Rodriguez from my last reading. He's very sexually driven. He wasn't faithful with her right here. He was actually, oh my goodness, this is very interesting. This guy is very interesting. This guy had another girlfriend that he was sort of being with in the same way as his main girlfriend. And she also got pregnant. Do you see this? Within this triangle is another triangle, and this triangle is depicting a triangle between 3 people. And she's still pregnant. This one is flipped over. She got rid of it. This one is still pregnant. Oh my God. He will never bring her out in public, and she wasn't the love of his life. He's calling her a booty call, a regular booty call. And he's okay with paying child support for this one as long as it is kept on the down low that the child is his, because he says, well, she's been my regular booty call for a very, very long time. But she's in love with him. She's in love with Sean very much. Very, very much. Sean says he's had 3 pregnancies landed at his feet. Like 3 women have said they are pregnant by him, but it turned out that they were not pregnant by him. He's having some financial issues too, but not in the way like I'm broke, but in the way like I want to free myself, and if I could finance my own freedom, I would, but I don't have enough money to finance my own freedom at the moment. So now let's go to Ms. Ariana Grande, who is perfect. Ariana Grande is doing exactly what she was born to do, and she is exactly where she was supposed to be. In her past life, she was also a famous entertainer in the past life before that. It's very rare for me to be given a quick vision of a past life, but that's also something that I do. If anybody is interested with that, I also do past lives, and they're so easy for me to see. It's not even funny because I have had like 8 lives. So in her past life, Ariana Grande was a famous entertainer, and she has always been a famous entertainer right down to the 14th or 16th or 13th century. She has always been a famous entertainer. In her lifetimes, she has entertained kings and blah, blah. And now she's entertaining millions. And she will come back again and be a famous entertainer. That's what her soul is. She's very gifted, very talented. He is too, but his gift he was given so that he could be in the background. He could be the puppet master, not the puppet. Ariana Grande, however, is the puppet. And she's so cool with being the puppet. Okay? So that's why these two, Ariana and Big Sean, when I saw them the first time many years ago, I said, oh my God, these guys are so compatible. So compatible. Puppet master, puppet. Happy puppet master, happy puppet. You know what I'm saying? So, she is happy with her career, very centered in her life, loves her friends. She is actually Nicki Minaj's best friend. I saw that in one reading and I keep seeing it. They are very close, very tight. And right now she's kind of worried about Nicki because Nicki is going through some situations, but they are very close. And she has a lover, or had a lover. So he has his lovers over there. She has hers right behind her. And he was thinking or is thinking that, so basically right now, as these shells are sitting across from you guys, Ariana is sleeping with 2 men. Do you see the straight line between Sean, Ariana, and the lover? She hasn't yet really made up her mind if Sean is really, really the one, and she is still continuing her little ding-a-ling. She calls him a booty call with this guy, right? So she's insecure, but they are trying to make each other secure. She knows about this pregnancy and this female, and it's making her shaky a little bit because even though he says he doesn't care about her, he's actually paying her a lot of attention, which I think is very good. Thank you, Sean, because when a woman is pregnant, she really needs the father of her child around, and he is doing that. He is there for her, and he is there for this baby, which I'm not good with sexes, but I feel is a boy. Okay. So anyway, he's totally ignoring this other one, his girlfriend, his main girlfriend. He's ignoring her. There's a lot of hate between these 2 people, but they might come out saying, oh, we're friends, we love each other, we wish you all the best, but they might no. This reunion, as we are sitting here, is heading for a wedding dress. Okay? If they can work out their insecurities and what broke them up in the first place. And this is what broke them up in the first place. Ariana is very old-fashioned. She wants an old-fashioned commitment. She wants marriage. She wants babies. And she wanted them when she was that young because she started her life when she was very, very young. She wanted those things from Big Sean, and Sean wasn't ready. Even though it seems he's much older than her, he wasn't ready. He just wasn't. He wasn't having it. He wasn't ready. And he dumped her. Interesting, because he wasn't ready. He wanted something else. He wanted to have fun. He wanted to try new vaginas. He wanted, new coochies. He wanted to taste and eat and do all that stuff. because he's a very highly sex driven, and he didn't want to be stuck with Ariana, and no, he wasn't having it. So he dumped her, and Ariana said, okay, fuck you, I can do my own shit. And she tried to do her own shit. But this is the very interesting part. She broke off her engagement because he came back. And he said, baby, please don't marry him. Don't do this. She broke off her engagement with whoever the guy was, so that she could be with him. And then he withdrew again because Sean blows hot and cold when it comes to Ariana, which is very funny because he's the puppet master. Puppet masters are usually rigid, and he is to the right, which makes him very rigid, but she makes him nervous. She makes him pull forward, ding, 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 pull back, pull forward, pull back, pull forward, pull back. And this is what Ariana has been contending with since the beginning of their relationship, the very first time. So he came back months ago, and she left her fiance because of him. And then he withdrew and disappeared. And then he came back again, sweet talked her, and that's what he does. Ding, ding, ding. Regardless of his business of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I do see that he wants to marry her. She wanted to marry him many, many years ago and have his babies. She thinks he's the most beautiful man on earth. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and in everything. She thinks he's just gorgeous. And she loves him to death. And that has never changed. But him, he is the most conflicted individual ever. And her fame doesn't bother him at all. He has no bone of jealousy. And he doesn't say, I can't be with her because I've got to sort myself out. Because he's trying desperately to sort his career out. To not be a puppet anymore. It's to be a puppet master. No, that's not what stops him from going all the way. He's not even afraid of marriage with her. He's just afraid of himself. Thank you. He's afraid of himself. He's afraid of making wrong choices. And after having made the wrong choice with this particular girlfriend, he's even more afraid of himself. Okay. So he's kind of like old-fashioned. He doesn't want to do the divorce thing. He doesn't want to. That is so interesting. He's behaving like the female and she's behaving like the man. She has all the masculine energy. He has all the feminine energy. He's jittery. He's nervous, changes his mind every 10 seconds. He truly has the energy of a female, and she has the energy of a male, which still makes them perfect because they are still like complementing each other. But he's like, he needs to be gentled and coaxed like a female, and that's what Ariana is doing right now, and that's what this female failed to understand. This relationship with this other female is just physical only. But this one failed to understand that he really needs to be treated like a female. And Ariana is very good at that. But, if you dump her, she's not going to chase you. But she's very good at going with the energy of a female. Because Ariana is a girl's girl. And now I know why. Because she's got a very strong male energy. So she's a girl's girl. She understands girls. So she understands Sean. And she's willing to be patient with him. But they are taking it one step at a time. So did they start fucking around? Yes, a month ago. Yes, I do see sexual activity between them. I do see them fucking around. I do see them eating pizza on the bed and laughing, which is what they love to do. They laugh together a lot. They laugh together a lot, and they have a very casual existence with each other, right? Yeah, I see them doing that. I see them laughing and talking. So they have secretly been meeting for months. What made Big Sean reach out? Because it was him who reached out to Ariana, and he is saying, I missed her. and I'm going through some things, and she has a way of lighting the way for me, making me see clarity, making me not take some things too seriously. Unlike the other one, whoever she is, was too serious. He's saying the other one was, I don't know her name. Janae. Okay, guys, you probably know her. He says Janae or Janae. Okay, whatever. Anyway, she is too serious, and she made his life very depressing, and she just wasn't for him, but he tried. So he's gone back to light-hearted Ariana. And Ariana, in her lightheartedness, she is like the queen. She can make things right. So they were seeing each other. I don't know what is out there, but they have been seeing each other secretly for months. Possibly from the moment she dumped her fiance. And then she was dating other people on the outside, but she went back to Sean. And she says it was good to keep it a secret because they'd been together before and they didn't want to make the same mistakes they'd made before. So basically, this couple is blaming other people for their breakdown the first time. But honestly, they should blame each other because it was about the two of them. But they are blaming other people. Okay. This, in the long run, will cause problems if they don't face their own truth. Okay? I do see permanence here. But as you can see, my hand is pointing, my fingers are pointing towards Ariana when I say I do see permanence here. Right? Because it's Ariana who wants permanence with Sean. She's like, I love you. We've been through this before. I love you. Let's do this. Now, let me see if I get permanence when I point towards Sean. I get no. Yes. No. Once again, that energy, that nervous energy that can't make up its mind, it's all over him. It's all over him. But I can tell you that they're going to be together for quite a long time before they break up again. I don't see a breakup. But once again, whenever I say I don't see a breakup, I'm looking at Ariana. So I'm going to go with Ariana, okay? Because she's more... She has no intentions of breaking up with him. She wants his babies. She says, I want his babies. I want to have babies with him. So she has no intentions of breaking up. She says, I know he's difficult, but I will work with it because I have missed him so much. I have missed him. She said, this is my husband. And we'll leave it at that. And I wish Ariana Grande and Sean, I'm not going to call him big because there's really nothing big about him, the best.